What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about silver. But in addition to that, we also have to talk about some jobs data and the inevitable recession. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel, come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club for giveaways, live streams, deal alerts, and a whole lot more. And of course, make sure to go and get your 6 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. For one friend, by June 9th, they're going to give you up to 100 free random stocks. Refer 3 friends by the end of the month, and they're going to give you anywhere from 1 to 15 free shares of Apple. Everything will be linked in the description. So today is Monday, June 6th, 2022. The current spot price of silver as I'm filming the video is $22.29. It's up 39 cents today so far, or up 1.78%. Strong green day for the beautiful white metal. Spot price of gold is $18.5320. It's up $1.90 today so far, or up 0.1%. A very mild green day for the beautiful yellow metal. And of course, the gold to silver ratio is in the 82 to 83 to 1 range. But of course, that's as I'm filming the video, not as I'm editing, posting, or as you're watching. So head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. Alright, so in today's video, I wanted to talk about a couple of different things. I wanted to talk about the silver. I wanted to talk about the gold. I wanted to talk about playing financial defense, or one of the main ways that I go about playing financial defense with the precious metals. As you see on display, we have a nice little selection of a little bit of everything if you think about it. But before we can even get into the money, I think it's important that we first talk about the currency and the current general state of the economy and how things are going right now. So this weekend, I got a chance to take a look at the jobs report for the month of May that came out on Friday, and there's some good news, but there's also some bad news. First things first, the expectations were that we would be getting around 318,000 jobs for the month of May. Well, according to the report, we ended up coming in at 390,000 jobs. So we beat expectations for May, down from where we were in April, which was around 428,000, but still good news nonetheless. We also had expectations that wage growth was going to be 0.4%, that's 4.8% annualized, and we ended up getting 0.3%, 3.6% annualized. That's good news too, because right now we want to prevent annualized wage growth from surpassing 5%, because that's where we get into wage price spiral territory, which we've already been getting warning signs of. So that's good that the report says 0.3%. And if you don't know what a wage price spiral is, in short, it's when the price of absolutely everything goes up, inflation that we've been seeing, and as a response, workers start demanding more money, so they get more money, and now that they have more money, they spend more money, and the more money they spend, the more the prices get driven up even more, and then the cycle repeats itself. Prices go back up, and they demand more money. They spend more money, prices go up, they demand more money, so on and so forth. But in addition to the positives, we also have a couple of negatives. For example, small businesses are currently taking the biggest financial hit right now. And just so you know, small businesses show signs of a recession before the big businesses do. And on top of that, earnings reports from companies like Walmart and Target haven't been looking good, and that's scaring people even more. And on top of that, a lot of companies have been announcing that they're going to be going through some pretty big layoffs in the coming months. Like Tesla, for example. Tesla's going to be laying off 10% of salaried staff. That has people even more concerned. So as I always say, A recession, by definition, is 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth. We already saw 1 quarter of negative GDP growth, the first quarter of the year, and we are almost finished with the second quarter of the year already. We're about to move into the third quarter come July, and in July, we're going to find out GDP info for the second quarter of the year. And if we see those 2 consecutive quarters of negative GDP growth, that's technically an on-paper recession. But on top of that, when it comes to recessions, there's something that we normally see. During a recession, typically, less people are working and less people are spending. And those two things seem to be what's happening right now or in the process of happening or about to be happening. We're seeing a lot of companies announce that they're laying people off. We're seeing a lot of companies announce that they will soon be laying a lot of people off. And on top of that, everything going on with the Federal Reserve, all the action that they've been taking, raising rates, trying to get people to no longer be able to borrow money for free, because let's not forget, a lot of people were borrowing money, a lot of companies were borrowing money so that they could spend it, so that they can invest it, so that they can expand, so that they can grow, so that they can acquire and keep pushing forward. They're trying to reduce that. They're trying to retract. And upon doing so, now that borrowing money becomes more expensive, people are going to be less incentivized to do so, which means not only all these layoffs mean less people are going to be working, but all of these rate hikes mean less people are going to be spending. And like I just said, during a recession, typically we see two things: less people working and less people spending. So another indicator right then and there that a recession is more than likely inevitable. But we'll find out more about that in the third quarter of the year, or probably in July. But moving away from all that, in addition to jobs data, in addition to what I believe is the inevitable recession, I also wanted to talk about the silver and the gold. So sitting here on display, we have a nice little selection. We have some 10-ounce bars, 10-ounce bull bar right here, a 10-ounce sunshine bar right here. We have a couple of 1-ounce bars, American flag and a Westminster bar, 5-ounce sunshine bar over here, 5-ounce Aztec calendar right here underneath a little bit of gold, fractional gold, Philharmonics, Eagles, Maples, Krugerrands, Britannias. We have some 90% over here, Roosevelt dimes, Walking Liberty half dollars, Washington quarters, some Queen's Beasts, Yale and Greyhound, some Creatures of the North, Kraken and Werewolf, and of course, Maple, Kangaroo, Type 1 Eagle, and Type 2 Eagle. So that's what we have on display. But there's something pretty important that I wanted to talk about related to the silver and gold. And that would be general financial preparation and utilizing the precious metals as a way of going about playing financial defense. Now, for those of you who haven't been watching my videos for very long, I think that there are two ways of going about playing the financial game. I think there's financial defense, and then I think there's financial offense. When it comes to financial defense, it merely means parking cash in something that stands a far better chance of storing value over an extended period of time than cash. And not only that, something that is typically seen as a hedge against inflation, something that's typically seen as wealth preservation, something that typically not only survives but thrives during rocky economic periods. Financial defense. That's what I consider silver and gold. There are certain borderline recession-proof stocks that you can lump into the category. Real estate you can lump into the category. The ultimate form of wealth preservation right there. But in addition to playing financial defense, there's also financial offense. So financial defense is mostly about saving money. Financial offense is about making money. It's about that capital appreciation, that cash flow, that growing of your net worth, investing. Financial defense, I consider that to be stacking. Financial offense, I consider that to be investing. Business, stocks, real estate, there are a couple different ways of going about it. One is about building wealth, generating wealth, creating wealth. Financial offense. The other one's about preserving wealth. Financial defense. Two completely different games. And I know not everybody's playing the financial game, but if you look at it from a regular, normal person's perspective, one of the 99%, think of it as their job and their savings account. They are not the same thing. One is about saving, one is about making. Completely different ball games. But in my opinion, I think you need to be playing both. And I think it really comes down to what in the world is going on. What's taking place right now? Are we going through good times? Are we going through bad times? Which market is currently suffering? Well, right now, both markets have been suffering quite a bit. But I think the general consensus right now is that with rates going up, inflation's going to get taken care of. With this going on, that problem's going to get solved. With this going on, that problem's going to get solved. And I think people are kind of pricing it in right now and moving away from precious metals because they don't really feel the need or don't really find the precious metals as necessary at this point in time, because the precious metals are typically seen by the big dogs. They're seen by me as fantastic no matter what's going on, but they're seen by the big dogs as maybe not so necessary when we're going through the good times. And I think people are anticipating that the good times are right around the corner. I think it's going to take quite a bit of time. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. I do believe it will get better, but I also believe it's going to get worse before it gets better. I don't think a lot of people see it as that right now. I think people think the good news is right around the corner. So I think a lot of people out there, or the general consensus, is that the precious metals aren't really necessary at the moment. We used those already. We went through the bad times. We're about to see the good times. Let me stay ahead of the game and start rallying into the markets, because we're seeing certain areas of the stock market begin to rally, although we have been seeing quite a bit of red. Last week, for example, Monday, the market was closed, so there was no movement. Memorial Day. Tuesday, we were in the red. Wednesday, we were in the red. Thursday, we started off in the red. We were red for the first half of the day, and then we closed mildly in the green, and then Friday we were in the red again. So that was a pretty red week. And the week before, I don't remember exactly. I think it was maybe 2 or 3 red days to 3, maybe 2 green days. Not exactly sure, but we've been seeing quite a bit of red. I mean, we've been seeing a lot of red this entire year, but we're halfway through the year at this point, and the last couple of weeks have been pretty red. But there are certain areas within the stock market that are skyrocketing right now. And like I said, I think the general consensus is that we might not need the precious metals at the moment. The good times are right around the corner. I personally believe the good times are coming, but I think they are kind of in the distant future. It will get better. It'll 100% get better. It's going to take some time. So I personally believe, now that we're transitioning out of an overstimulated economy, I've been playing financial offense. Well, I've been playing both, but I've been focusing a little bit more of my attention on financial offense because we were really going through some rough times. And the stock market was taking some massive punishment. Meanwhile, the silver and gold, they were doing pretty good. Silver climbed its way all the way up to $26 just a couple of weeks ago, or maybe a month ago at this point. Silver was on the rise. Gold was on the rise. Both precious metals were actually performing pretty well. Then all of a sudden something flipped, and the stock market started moving up, and the precious metals started moving down. Then the stock market started moving down. It's pretty confusing right now. Everything's all over the place. But right now, as a contrarian, I like to do the opposite of what everybody else is doing, and it's where I've found the most success over the last 4.5 years at this point. Almost every decision I've made in the last 4.5 years has been the right decision. I have won way more than I've lost in the last 4.5 years, and it's because I do the opposite of what most other people are doing. And right now, I'm starting to notice that a lot of people are liquidating when it comes to their precious metals. A lot of people are parting ways with their precious metals, or cashing out and taking that currency and parking it elsewhere. I'm seeing a lot of people get back into the market when they took the last couple weeks, last couple of months off, or they pulled money out of the market and they were either holding onto it as cash, or maybe they put some of it into gold or whatever. I'm seeing a lot of people move back into the stock market, which is starting to tell me, okay, you know what? That probably means it's time to play financial defense while everybody else is probably getting ready to rally in. Time will tell, but I think doing the opposite of what the majority of everybody else is doing is usually the way to go. And with people very clearly moving out of precious metals right now, all it's really telling me is that I should probably double down on the precious metals. But those are just some of my thoughts. I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. When it comes to the jobs data, when it comes to what I consider to be the inevitable recession, what are your thoughts on that right there? Do you see a recession coming? Do you think we're in a recession right now? Do you think we're not going to see a recession? Let me know in the comments. And then, of course, when it comes to silver and gold and just financial defense, do you see it the way I do? And do you think right now is the time to especially be playing financial defense? Head on down to the comments and let me know. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. Got t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs, and a bunch of different designs. A lot of the products are helping us raise some funds and awareness for different charity organizations, by the way. DYDSS store will be linked in the description. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club, which is where I do giveaways every single month, live streams multiple times a week, deal alerts on silver and gold almost every single day. You can watch all of my videos early and commercial free, and every Saturday morning I post a brand new vlog, and there are a ton of other perks as well. VIP Club link in the description. I guarantee you the value exceeds the cost. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your 6 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. Normally it's 2. They bumped it up to 6 until June 9th. You have 3 days left to capitalize on this opportunity, and you can deposit any amount, even as little as a penny, and it still works, it still counts, you still get your 6 free stocks. If you refer one friend by June 9th, again, 3 days left, Webull's going to give you all the way up to 100 free random stocks for the referral. Sounds insane, but this is part of their advertising budget. Rather than wasting currency on billboards and TV commercials, they reward their users for helping them build their app with them. And of course, if you refer 3 friends by the end of the month, you have about 3.5 weeks left to do this. If you refer 3 friends by the end of the month, they're going to give you anywhere from 1 to 15 free shares of Apple. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Webull link in the description. Time is running out. If you don't want the stocks, go and get them anyway. They're free. Then just sell them. Congratulations. Now you have the cash to go and get you some silver or some gold, if that's what you want. Webull link in the description. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again, what are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video? When it comes to the jobs data for the month of May, beat expectations. Although now that we're in June, we're already seeing report after report after report. More companies laying people off. More companies reducing their workforce. Do you think a recession is inevitable? Do you think we're currently in a recession right now? And of course, when it comes to silver and gold and playing financial defense with the precious metals, is that how you see it? And do you think that with people kind of stepping away from the precious metals right now and the spot price going down, do you think it makes even more sense to be playing financial defense at this time? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.